The beauty of an ascended master is they're ascended, and they're obviously in the other realms, you could say. They've finished, they've completed their journey, they're in their own sovereignty, but yet they're at the beginning, taking their first life on earth, going through all the experiences. It's all happening. As you sit here, how do you know it's not just that dream, that tape replay of you being a human on the planet, going through what you are right now? How do you know? There's really no actually difference between a human being that you are today and an ascended master that you are. There is no difference whatsoever other than perception. We've been talking about it at the Ascended Masters Club, and we've been measuring all the after effects since Heaven's Cross through the Crimson Council. We were concerned about how graceful the planet would remain, how graceful you would remain through this whole process, because it's a big deal. Opening up the realms, opening up to this whole new energy coming to the planet, it's a huge deal. What's happening right now is that the light that's coming in as a result of Heaven's Cross, the apocalypse, is changing the very nature of reality itself. It's changing everything on the planet. The reality is created by the difference in, there's not a good word for it, a good human word, but let's just call it the difference in speed between the light, the natural light of the soul, of consciousness, and then the light that comes into a reality like this. Like they're from the same ray, but one kind of dips down to go into experience. Now you have a difference in the, I'm going to call it the speed, but it's not really that, the speed of light. And that difference in the speed of light creates gravity, which then creates ultimately particles and even thoughts. When that ray of light changes, partly because of the humans on the planet who had brought in more consciousness into their being, it creates a different, you could say, attractant or grounding for that light. So everything is getting disrupted right now. You've got this factor of what I'm calling new light that's occurring. You have the factor of also eventually consciousness and energy melding together, being together. That's why you came here, and that's the passion that some of you have already been feeling, but the passion that you'll continue to feel. So when you ask that question, why am I here on the planet? Why should I stay? It's for exactly that. Let that passion of the light start coming through. Let's take a deep breath with that. There's so much happening in physics on the planet right now, most people are unaware of. The thing is that you are creating that new physics, the physics of light on the planet. The difference in the speed of light creates reality. Imagine what it can do. Imagine what it is doing right now inside of you. One of the great misconceptions on the planet, and disappointments too, in my opinion, is the lack of understanding of dark. Tobias said it many years ago. The darkness is simply your divinity waiting to be filled with light. The darkness, the void, the nothingness is simply your energy in a neutral state, waiting to be activated. The metaphysics that we're talking about now, we go beyond the old concept, and the disruptive force on the planet right now is the new understanding of light and dark. The understanding that the difference in the speeds of light creates reality. And eventually you can literally have that light that's come in now with the apocalypse easily change the reality. Easily. Now, I'm going to put out a challenge to Shambra here. You spent your whole life and lifetimes battling things. All of you had a physical or metaphorical sword that you carried with you. You spent your whole life in battle in many different ways. Literally in battle. A lot of you battled for religious forces. A lot of you battled in armies for countries. But most of the battling was done on an everyday basis, trying to get things for your life, working too hard to try to accomplish something. You're a great sword carrier. Put it down. That's going to be a tough one because that's the way you're used to doing things. That's the way the planet is used to doing things. The challenge is stop the battle, stop the fights, stop all the hard work, stop thinking that everything has to be so hard and rigorous. And now receive. I've talked about it in 100 different ways. Energy serves the master. Let energy serve you. I'm going to put it this way. Now receive. It's all right there. It's in the light that comes in with the apocalypse. You, all of you, are this planet's metaphysicians. You are. The planet, the other humanity, is relying on you. You are creating the new physics. And now the challenge is a big one. Stop battling. If you find yourself battling for everything, for anything, stop. Take a deep breath. It's an old habit. It's an entrenched habit. Light does not need to battle light. Light does not need to battle the darkness at all. It does not need to overcome anything. It simply needs to receive. That's it. The master allows the luminosity of the light to change the nature of reality in their life, and then everything else changes. The old paradigm on this planet of work, fight, and then maybe celebrate a little before you go back to work, fight. It's done. It's over with. That is perhaps one of the biggest overlays and flaws of mass consciousness. And it's time for that to change. And it's going to start with you. And just receiving the luminosity of your own light. In doing so, you change the dynamics of your pure soul light, and then the ray of light that comes into this to create this reality. You change that luminosity, and it changes the nature of reality. Boom, that's it. What you can do by letting yourself now receive your light will change the world.